You know, last year we didn't get enough clean sheets, and therefore we didn't win enough games as a consequence of that.
Bigger role. I want to, use this year now of my career to try and score more goals. I've got milestones I want to get to.
So, Rob, it's a long way to come. That was a very heartfelt victory, wasn't it?
Yeah, tough game. We kind of know what to expect when we come to Morpeth. It's not an easy place to come. The pitch, it's an Astro pitch, it's a slow pitch, and therefore ask questions. We know what the physicality of what Morpeth are like. So yeah, always a challenge. Happy to come away with 3 points. They pose us problems at times, but I think we control large parts of the game, and we've got to be pretty pleased with our work today, really.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the slow pitch. I mean, I think the most of the danger we saw in that first half was in the first 15 to 20 minutes, where I counted at least 4 under-hit passes where the ball was just going far slower than I think people were expecting it to.
Yeah, it obviously an Astro pitch, it is different to a grass pitch, and the speed that it kind of plays, and we've not really played on any kind of recently, trained on grass. But listen, that's no excuse. We need to manage situations better. But yeah, this first games of the season are always difficult. Doesn't matter who you play or where you play. There's a lot of energy always, and there's probably a little bit of nervousness and tension in players. So yeah, we did kind of need a chance to feel our way into that game, and once we did, I thought after that sort of 15-minute period, we controlled large parts of that first half, and we're probably unlucky not to go in front. Obviously, Jay gets through, strikes, keeper makes a save. Should he square it? Then we hit the bar twice. So yeah, we're probably unlucky not to go in front. But yeah, once we got through that, weathered that early storm, we really grew into that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a game where there were the chances, like you mentioned, the 2 against the bar. I think sort of Dante had one on this sort of right-hand side, pulled it onto his left shot. The keeper wasn't really making any stretching saves, though, was he? Really, everything was sort of fairly safe for him.
Yeah, I think we didn't quite make the most of them opportunities, and I guess that's that decision making, that's that cutting edge, that that real precision in the final third to really hurt teams. And listen, once that comes, we will be able to gather some real momentum and put some balls in the back of the net. But I guess we've probably had 4 or 5 really good opportunities today. We've limited them to very few. I don't think they really ever carved us open. I thought our shape and our organisation, our recoveries and our pressing really kept them at bay, and I guess they caused us probably most problems from set plays, and there was a turnover in the first half where they had a chance. But we're quite happy with our shape and organisation, and at this level of football it's really important. Last year we didn't get enough clean sheets, and therefore we didn't win enough games as a consequence of that, and we've worked particularly hard in pre-season to improve that aspect of it. But along with that team spirit, that real grit and determination, bodies on the line, and we saw that as well. So when you put those things together, it really makes you quite formidable in terms of keeping clean sheets. So that's something we want to retain and obviously keep improving. But yeah, we're happy to get 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I see the team training quite a lot. I don't think there's any part of the training where I've seen, right, Ollie, hump it up to Adam and see what happens.
Yeah, well, we did know that they would at times try and press us, and I guess really it's having the strategies and different ways to beat that. If we're going to play short, how do we do that? If we're going to be a little bit more direct, there's nothing wrong with that, if that's the right thing to do. So yeah, it did work. I mean, Adam's little bump and hold up and how he pulls the ball down, it speaks for itself really. And then obviously that bit of composure to go around the goalkeeper and slide in, and he gives us that real edge in front of goal. His movement and his timings, first class. He's played at a level that shows that. So yeah, I guess for us, he's giving him chances, and sometimes he might create them chances as well himself, which is obviously what he did today.
Yeah, I mean, just quickly, 5 substitutions today. Obviously, we used one right in the last minute.
Yeah.
Obviously, bringing on Jan for Joe Ferguson. So great to see a bit of game management there. The one that probably I was like, was when Donners came off, because obviously I thought he'd been having a superb game until that point. Yeah,
just feeling a little bit of cramp. I guess the beauty, with our recruitment this year and the strength and depth of our squad, you know, we can take players out, we can rotate, we can bring fresh legs on. And sometimes in games, you just, in the last 20, 30 minutes, you just need that little bit of fresh impetus and energy that's going to get you over the line. I mean, Donners was superb today. He was all over the pitch. He probably covered every blade of Astro, but, you know, he was just getting a little bit of cramp. And we've got to manage them situations. We've got, you know, midweeks for the next 4 weeks, how we look after our players, and I guess the strength of our squad allows us to do that. The lads that came in, the lads that came off the bench were, you know, did the jobs, you know, with real detail, and that's that difference. It's having, you know, a number of players that can fill in different positions and give us exactly what we need to make us as successful as we can possibly be.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I noticed, obviously, Hayden started with $10, was 4. Was that a tactical switch part of the way through the game?
No, he had 10 on, but actually played as a 4. So it's Neil's superstitions. That's probably what I would say. But yeah, no, we do and will need to make tactical tweaks and changes, and we've done that at times today where we've brought subs on and rotated around. But listen, we've got a brilliant group of players. You know, throughout pre-season, you know, the person probably on the grass coaching them the most, they've been incredible to work with, and I know how good they can be individually and collectively, and I guess it's, for us, it's maximising and getting the absolute most out of them, and, you know, improving in the areas that last season we probably got caught wanting. And I think today we've started to show that we've made some real progress.
Okay, I mean, speaking of progress, time waits for no man. You're going to be doing coaching by WhatsApp, I guess, because we go straight into the workshop game on Tuesday at home. Yeah,
there'll be some analysis tomorrow. There'll be videos, information, and I guess that the value of technology is we can make the most even though we're not actually together. So we'll be as prepared as we possibly can. We've done a lot of our due diligence already. It's just a case of giving that information to the players. But yeah, we'll be ready to go. They'll enjoy that on the way home. They'll recover properly, and then we'll be ready to go against Tuesday night, which will be, you know, another big test. You know, up there, probably workshop with favourites probably for me to win the league. So yeah, but we think we're more than capable and ready to compete with everybody.
Okay, so see you Tuesday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations, Adam. You're the FCUM Radio Man of the Match here at Morpeth. How did you find the game?
Yeah, I think we could have made it a little bit easier for ourselves, but they were a tough test. Obviously, the pitch is a bit of a leveller, and we tried to play our stuff. When we did break the lines and move the ball fast, we created openings, and obviously, you know, tried to exploit that. Obviously, my goal was a bit fortuitous. Came off like obviously a mistake, and you know, I've gambled on that and scored. But I think we were good value for the win.
Yeah, when I said to Rob in his interview, pretty sure in training we don't play like just hump it up, basically see if Adam can knock it down and get something on it, but it worked.
No, of course, you know, you have to come places and adapt the way you play. You know, these sort of results where you win 1-0, you're not playing your best stuff. You know, they sort of breed confidence within the boys because, you know, we know that there's more capabilities within the squad to play better. So obviously, like I say, it's a tough place to come. We've got the 3 points to go back home now, and obviously look forward to Tuesday.
Yeah, obviously in the first half, hit the crossbar.
Yeah, it's a difficult header really. I tried just sort of redirecting the pace of the ball. We're a little bit disappointed that I didn't, you know, nestle in the top corner, but you know, it's a sighter. I had a sighter in the first sort of 30 seconds as well off all his kicks. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how things went.
Yeah, and any relationships on the pitch? Obviously, there's 5 substitutes today. I thought particularly, you know, basically you and Callum had quite a good interaction.
Yeah, you know, I've got a good, you know, relationship with all the front lads. Obviously, you know, it's just getting used to playing with them. I've not played too much with Dante or Jay in pre-season, so you know, them sort of relationships develop further on the line as you get more continuity going into games. But yeah, you know, I can play with anyone really.
Yeah, I mean, I think sort of like just to finish, obviously, you got the winning goal. I think the people who weren't here wouldn't have seen the amount of effort you're putting all over the pitch. You were covering some yards.
Yeah, I think that's what, you know, you're meant to do. I'm not coming here for, you know, a mess around. I want to win games. I want to, you know, try and affect things. That's why I didn't go to, you know, teams in the league, because I wanted a bigger role. I want to, you know, use this year now of my career to try and score more goals. I've got milestones I want to get to career-wise. So if I can help the team achieve that and tick off some milestones along the way, then, you know, it suits both of us.
Okay, fantastic. Well, congratulations once again. You're the FCUM Radio Man of the Match. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
It's how it feels to be home. It's how it feels when you don't sell your ass to a no.